Hello friend, till now it is clear how the thing actually happening inside the Django framework. That means what happened when a valid URL hit in your web browser. That thing is clear from our previous lecture. In this lecture we are going in detail of mysite.html file. So let's go to the mysite.html file. So in mysite.html file, so actually it is it is extending from basic.html. So in basic.html, suppose we are going in a neighbor, there are many things here. So in neighbor, this thing actually common for every web pages in our project. So here if we go into our web pages, so here it is having 3 columns. One is your loan approval, one is home, one and check here. So these two are combined with or enclosed in a anchor tag. So if I examine the thing here, so when we are clicking on home, the anchor tag is root. Root means it indicates the server address, and when we are hitting the check here column or check here list, then this is actually enclosed in a anchor tag, and by hitting the check here it will actually redirect to the form. So it will redirect to the form address. Form address means your server address /form. So when you are hitting a web address for server address plus form, this will redirect to a other location. So what is this location? This location is nothing but this location, views.myform. So let us go into the myform function of views.py. Though we have already written the code for myform, so if I am going to click here, it will redirect to a particular web page which is having a form inside this web page. So now let's go to examine the form HTML, myform HTML. So now this is the myform HTML. Similar to mysite, this myform is also extending from basic.html. So it is also similar type of navbar and all those things which is common for basic.html. This is also extended to myform.html. So now look, here inside the block title you are mentioning here check your status. So you can see here it is also written, the title is check your status. This is because you are putting a string check your status inside your title block. Okay. Similarly, some styling of CSS we are enclosing inside this style block, and inside our body here, your body is starting here. So inside our body there are many input text field. Okay, there are many input text field. Like here, one text field is first name, second another one is last name, and similarly there are many total I think 13 text. Let's count. I think it is 13 text field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. So total 13 text field, and each text field is actually associated with a particular ID and a particular class name. So here ID is first name and class name is this is a class column 2. So class is column 2. Similarly, for this particular field your ID is last name and your class is again column 2. So your class may be similar for many fields, but your ID must be unique one. Through this ID and class, we can do many operation in Django framework. Okay, that I will say, that I am going to show you in later stage. Okay, so likewise every field associated with a ID and a particular class. So by knowing the ID and class, we can assess the input given to each field, and we can collect those things and do some operation over it in our views.py. And here one thing notice, you should notice, reference should notice here, that this form is the method is here post. So this is a post type of method, and the CSRF token must in case of form. Okay, this thing is mandatory, and here we need to know that the method is post. So let's go to the views.py. In views.py there is a function present, namely status. Okay, there is a function presently status. So whenever, let's go again, go to the myform.html. So in myform.html you can see here, whenever a form is submitted, that time what action it will take. So the action is, it will redirect the particular address, namely status. Status means your server address / status. So whenever you are hitting a address, server address / status, again it must redirect to a particular location in views.py. Let's check where it will actually redirect. So let's open urls.py. So whenever you are hitting a status, whenever you are submitting the form, so the web page redirected to the particular address, namely your server address followed by status. So when this URL is hit, then it will go inside the views and call the function status. Okay, so now be clear, whenever you are hitting the submit button, in myform, so it will redirect to the particular address status, and that means when you are hitting the status address, it will go inside your views.py and searching for function status and call it and execute it. Okay, so now the status function is going to be executed. Okay, now the status function is, so this status function is going to be executed. So in status function, first this is the first we are assigning a default string to the status. Actually this is the part of algorithm. I am not going to tell you everything regarding the algorithm. I am only covering the Django part here. Okay, so when your request.method equal to post, this is a condition, when your request.method is equal to post. So here in case of for myform, what is the method is post. So whenever you are submitting a thing, the method must here is post. So whenever a request of the method is post, then what happened? The request.post.get, this is the ID field. Okay, be clear, this is the ID field. So what is the ID field? First name indicate. So first name, then it will search the ID field first name. So this is the ID first name. So this is the input given in first name text field. Okay, so now if you enter something here, this will be associated by a particular ID. And what is this ID? This ID is first name, and through this ID we can catch the input from the user. So through this ID your Django can catch whatever input given by the user. So here in views.py, this is the command request.post.get, then the ID field, this is the first name. So whatever input given by the user, it will be captured by its ID name. Okay, and this thing is saved in a variable first name. Similarly, the whatever input given to another field, let's what is the ID field here? Last name. So whatever ID, where is the last name ID? Yes, this is the last name. So ID here last name. So whatever input given in last name. So suppose the user entering some input here. So the associated ID for it is last name. So associated ID is last name. So through this last name, we can catch the user input. Okay. So we can catch the user input. Similarly, we can catch all the 13 element from the user after user submitting the form. Then we are doing some algorithm part, and after that we are rendering the thing. These are the algorithm part, and after that what is happening here? After that we are rendering the thing to the status.html. That means again it will go inside your template and search the my API folder and search the status.html. Okay, and if your algorithm work fine and your y prediction is somehow greater than 0.58, then it will predict true. If it is true, then the status is loan approved. If it is less than 0.58, this is the threshold value we are setting. Okay, so if it is less than 0.58, then the status then the loan rejected string is associated with the status, and these things are passed through a dictionary. So we are passing the dictionary inside a render function. So returning value of render having three fields. One is your request, and second one is the HTML to which it is going to redirect, and the thing which you need to pass through this HTML is given by a particular directory. Okay, this is the variable part. The variable part is handled by this dictionary. Okay, and this dictionary is having the value of status. This status may be loan approved or may be loan rejected, depending upon the model, depending upon the machine learning model. Okay, now go to the status.html file. Okay, status.html file. So in your status.html file, again same thing, it is extending from basic.html, and the title is changes to status of your loan, and again CSS block is backend, and here inside your h1 tag we are putting status of your loan is, then the variable part. The variable part is enclosed by a double curly brace. That means if the status is loan approved, this will print here loan approved. If the status is loan rejected, then this will print here loan rejected. So status of your loan is either it will print loan approved or loan rejected. This is the complete order of happening inside our HTML file. Okay, and apart from this, another thing is happening here. Before returning the rendering output of HTML file, it is actually saving in our admin panel. So the model is saved in our admin panel. So whatever input given by the user, namely so all are saved in a particular variable, namely first name, last name, dependent, all those things. So these things actually saved inside our admin panel or inside our database. Okay, so this thing, how this thing is happening? So first we are calling approval class. So you know, in model.py we are creating a approval class. Yes, this is the approval class created in model.py. So in views.py we are actually calling this thing. So if you go to the top here, we are importing approval class from models. Okay, So in this approval class, we are passing each value to its corresponding variable name. Okay. Similarly, look here. Not similarly. So here look. So what is the first name, last name? These are one variable name. So here first name is assigned with the value first name, and last name is assigned with the value last name. Likewise, everything is assigned with the particular value which is input by the user, and then this thing will save. Afterward will save the data to the database. So let's go to the web page to check everything in a clear manner. Okay, let's go to the web pages here. So in our web pages, let's start from the beginning. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, so now this is the starting page, that means my site.html. okay, simultaneously I am opening admin panel also. Okay, this is the admin panel. So if you go to the my approval, so 0 approval is here. Okay, so now go to the check here. Okay, so it is redirected into another web page, namely your server address plus form. So now I am putting the value here, Saroj Kumar and 0, applicant income 4000, co-applicant income 0, not 0, let make it 3000. Okay, 3000, loan amount let 50,000, loan term let 360 days, let make 1, gender male, married, yes, and make me no to get a positive response from the machine learning. Yes, graduate, yes, area, urban. Okay, if I submit the check status button, then it will going to execute a algorithm inside my view.py and give us a and redirect into after getting the output, it will redirect to a particular page. That means your server plus status. That means for here it will come server address / status. So now it is coming. Yes. So what is status of your loan? So status of my loan is loan approved. Clear. Simultaneously check what is present in my approval. If I refresh this thing, yes, one approval coming here, and here everything is mentioned. We are putting what is the first name, what is the value, first name for last name. So everything is clearly mentioned here. Okay, so we are having one approval. Let's check another loan here, loan status here. Okay, go to the check here again. Now here again name maybe same, no problem. Okay, only Saroj Kumar. I am putting P in small letter, Panda. Okay, dependent I am making 6. So obviously to get loan it is difficult if you are having more dependent. Let the applicant my income is suppose 1000. Okay, co-applicant income is 0. Loan amount, suppose I am demanding a loan of 3 lakh, which is a very huge for 1000 per month income. Loan term, let the loan term is okay, no problem, 360. Let the credit history is very poor, that means 0. Gender is male. Let's I am married, that means many are dependent upon me. Okay, is graduated? No, I am undergraduate, not graduate. Self-employed? No, so area, let it be rural. Okay, now go for check. So obviously it will not approve my loan. Okay, let's check status. Yes, so what is the status? My loan is rejected. Simultaneously I can check here. If I refresh the thing here, yes, so I am getting another approvals, Saroj Kumar Panda. So here after if I open this, so many things are inside my admin panel. Okay.